1967. It was a great year to be an auto enthusiast. There were so many interesting cars available from all of the manufacturers, foreign and domestic. Here in the United States, the muscle car wars were in full swing with a lot of entrants from Ford, GM, and Chrysler. The Mustang had already solidified itself as an American icon, but was now facing new competition from across town in the form of the Chevy Camaro. So Ford responded by changing the styling of the Mustang, making it more aggressive, and importantly, widening the engine bay to allow fitment of a big block engine so that Mustang could better compete in the horsepower wars that were really starting to heat up. Now, at the top of the Mustang performance pile, of course, was Shelby. Shelby came into 1967 with a new model, so they continued the GT350 that used the basically carryover engine from the 66 GT350, but added the GT500. So the GT500 in 1967 was the absolute top of the line performance offering from Ford, and we've faithfully recreated it here, but with a twist, using modern technology. So we built this car for a very good client who's a collector, and among other cars he owns an original 1967 GT500. His original car is a 4-speed, but he wanted an automatic for the car that he's going to drive. So we've equipped his Revology GT500 with a Ford electronically controlled automatic transmission. We've also put in a underdash gauge cluster, which was a reproduction of that original gauge cluster, and an original type radio. So those are some unique things that this client requested. He also requested the roll bar with the harness, which is an option. Of course, all of the Revology Mustangs and Shelbys come standard with a 3-point seat belt for the driver and passenger. So this is actually a production engine. This is the same engine that was in the ROUSH Stage 3 Mustangs. Really, the big challenge is typically to get these modern components into a vintage architecture. The modern engine is so much larger physically than the original engine. So there was an awful lot of work that had to be done to package it. And as you can see, it's a pretty tight package, but we were able to get the engine packaged properly with all of the factory cooling system for both the engine and the intercooler. Everything is situated where it needs to be so that it functions properly and will be reliable and durable for the long term. So what does 600 horsepower in the 67 GT500 feel like? I will try to convey that through the video.